So here we are with Scott Rossi.
Again.
Would you like to tell us what was supposed to happen tonight? What they thought was?
Once it gets a little quieter, like right over here.
Okay. All right.
So basically, we were gonna get raided. They were gonna kick our asses and evict us and 400 odd homeless people.
All right.
Out into the streets. But we got the unions down here, which they're right over there, having a huge like press conference thing. We got the churches out, the Interfaith Coalition, a whole shitload of just amazing people, tons of people from the community, and they got a stand-down order from, I don't know where the stand-down order came from, but the supervisor of the area told us that we're safe, that there's no raid for the, at least the next 3 nights.
Okay.
So we can catch our breath.
Nice.
We definitely needed it. It's good because it unified the camp. It gave us a reality check, because even though New York got evicted last week, it gave us a reality check we still needed. A lot of the riffraff's gone. But God love them. They, everybody's welcome here, but it was just violent and
counterproductive. The
movement was imploding all across the nation. Because of what was, some of the camp violence was the biggest issue we were faced with.
True.
Aside from exterior threats by the police.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
So it looks like they're doing a little bit of a march over here.
Just like a little cheer, probably.
And over to the right over here, we have a little mini dance party going on over here.
It's the Victory Dance Party.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yep. We try to keep everything positive now rather than getting in a panic about a police raid.
Yeah.
We're like, let's keep it positive, and that way we won't have nervous breakdowns and cry and die and everything else. It's really good, but we're definitely movement building in a way we haven't been able to do in weeks.
So what would you contribute this victory to? What do you think made them stand down?
I would say, A, the lesson that Oakland learns.
Okay.
B, the lesson that New York City's motherfucking learning right now.
Right.
Because they surprise raided Zuccotti Park, military style, cleared the fucking airspace, banned the press, threatened to take their press credentials if they were caught on the street reporting and were in the fucking press cage.
America.
Yeah, USA.
Yeah.
And they just saw how organized we were and how we were getting our shit together.
Yeah.
And we got a fucking declaration ratified, which we were been waffling on a statement or a declaration for so long, and the strategy call let us put one together, gave us a just cause to put it together, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Now I have a special request.
What?
Would you be able to read it in front of us for everybody's knowledge?
Yes.
For everyone's ears. All right. So would you like to tell everyone exactly what they're about to hear?
This is called a declaration from the occupation. We came up with I was working on a blog entry for my personal blog, and listening to a strategy call on Monday. There's a national strategy call of over 200 major occupations.
Okay.
And on the strategy call, basically the gist was, here's what we need. We need a document drafted. Here's what we need. Someone write it. And I was like, well, I can write it and probably get it pushed through GA because, it's my home GA, hometown advantage, whatever.
True.
So I started writing it, wrote it, and finished writing it at Starbucks. I spent about 30 minutes on it all together, and it got approved. Everyone was screaming, hugging, clapping, crying because it's a historical document. It's a huge thing. It's a huge step forward.
Yeah.
This is the first document of its kind to come from anywhere but New York City, and it's amazing. And we got it consensus on, and consensus alone is hard to get. So when it happens, it's a very joyous moment.
True. And
to finally consent on a statement that everyone in the group could get behind is huge.
Yeah.
There's a lot behind this that's very very big.
True.
So I'll read it. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll step closer.
Yeah, here we go.
It's called a declaration from the occupation. It was ratified or consensed by the Occupy SF General Assembly on November 15th, 2011. 100% consensus, by the way.
Okay.
It says, we the people denounce the illegal police actions and evictions against our occupations. We the people assert our right to peacefully assemble, to exercise our right to free speech, and to petition for redress of our grievances. We reject and repudiate the deliberately complex and prohibitively expensive permit process, a measure in place to curb exercises of this nature and discourage free assembly. We find it particularly despicable and repugnant that there is a coordinated effort by local and federal officials to neutralize our movement and prevent us from exercising our rights. Let it be known that any action, interdiction, infiltration, or other attempts to destabilize, disperse, or displace us will be seen as an act against all of us. Supporting occupations and community members will respond in nonviolent solidarity actions. We stand in solidarity with all occupiers in the Occupy Wall Street movement everywhere. This movement is bigger than each of us and bigger than our individual occupations. You cannot evict an idea once that idea is rooted in the hearts and minds of the people. We invite the 99% to feel empowered to stand up and do heroic things for themselves, for each other, for those that can't fight for themselves, and for those yet to come into this world. We invite our communities to open dialogues on the pressing issues of mental illness, substance abuse, homelessness, and social and economic injustice as an entree into a greater conversation of the gravely important matters affecting us. We are the 99% and we are here. We will not be silenced, we will not be removed, and we will not be remiss in our moral calling and natural right to a more just and equitable society.
Nice. That is very thorough. That is an extremely clear document right there.
Yeah.
So they cannot get it twisted. They cannot spin this.
No.
Exactly.
I wrote it as people's pen.
Nice.
So it's not mine, it's yours, it's theirs, it's everybody's.
Which is good. So what was going through your mind when you first wrote it? What was the motivating factor? What was going through your head?
It was really going to be a Tumblr entry, like notes from an occupation 4 or whatever the hell the number is up to at this point.
Okay.
And it was going to be like a personal blog entry, just kind of like my thoughts on, you know, it wasn't quite as authoritative, it wasn't quite as forceful, it was a lot softer up here. It was marinating.
All right.
And then the strategy call happened.
Okay.
And I was like, this is an amazing, perfect opportunity. All they need is one GA to ratify it, or consent on it rather. I'm using the wrong word, consents.
Yeah. Okay.
All they need is one GA to consent on it, and then it's an official document of the occupation.
Nice.
And it got consents on, unanimous approval, everyone hugging, clapping, crying, handshakes. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and now it's going out. We've given it to the press, we've read it to the press, we've press released it, and so wonderfully, no one's reported it except for one ABC7 reporter who's on Twitter.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be spreading it around on YouTube now, so is there anything you'd like to tell people that are watching this video?
Fuck what you heard. The occupation is not what you heard. We've got our problems. We're not perfect. None of us are experts. I don't know how to de-escalate insane people, mentally ill people, but they deserve. We keep them here because it's like this is a symbol of all the stuff that's wrong with our society and that stuff that we need to fix. And we can't leave anyone behind, even the people who are mentally ill and the people who are down on their luck, homeless, the drug addict, substance abuse people, everything. And we're, the occupation's the dot. Now we're working on the upstroke with the exclamation point, because we're here and fuck what you heard. It's a new day.
Nice. Well, thank you for chatting with us.
No problem.
All right.